Foodie family? I hope you're all eating well. What's up to all my daddy-os and mommy-os out there too? Welcome back to the channel, everyone, or welcome to the channel if you're new. Tonight on Turning Negativity into Positivity, I'm going to have a spoken word reading from my spoken thoughts book of poetry slash spoken word. And I'm no poet, but I do feel that, like I've said before, we all should find a way of turning our pain into poetry or finding a way of expressing ourselves. And you don't have to, express your pain with the world. You can keep it to yourself. You can just, do whatever you need to get your pain to go away. You can express yourself however, whether you like to draw, whether you like to knit, crochet, whether you like to do poetry, go play sports, whatever it is, it doesn't really matter. But I do feel like we should do something to express ourselves and get out that trauma, that hurt that's inside of us, and don't harbor it. Don't harbor that bad energy. I said it before, don't carry that bag of crap around. You know what I mean? So we need to let that bag of crap go. And I feel if we express that to the world and to other people, then, that can help. With the things that happen to us, they can be a guide, or, they can be a tool that other people can use to not go down the same paths. Or if they do happen to go down the same paths, they can have a guide or a foundation of how to, get themselves out of that path, or to change or alter that path. And that's what this is all about. I'm just doing my best to get out my pain, get out my hurt, express myself any way I can, so I can move on with life. And two, if there's any way I can help anyone anyhow, whether it's just telling people what I went through, or giving people a word, or a story for people to hear, that might help someone. So if I can do anything to help one person, that's what I'm about. Because it's not all about Chef Swag, it's not all about Dixon Family Catering. It's about healing our community, healing our culture, making ourselves better, so that way the people who come behind us, they don't have to endure the same things that we went through. Okay, so this spoken thoughts is a way for me to express myself without, hurting anyone, hurting myself, not being sad, walking around all day and miserable. And for me, it's fun. I like doing this. I like getting on here talking about turning negativity into positivity. I enjoy that. I enjoy writing my spoken thoughts book. It's there's a lot of negativity in it, but it's about how to turn that negativity into positivity for one, and it's just about acknowledging what I've been through, and then allowing other people to see that, and they can see, like, maybe they've been through some of the same stuff, and it's like, oh, this stuff crushed them, and it's like he's still going, even though he might be hurt, he hasn't stopped yet, he hasn't quit yet, you know what I mean? And that's what it's about, man. There's people out there who have gone through things, and they feel like they need to quit. They feel like they don't want to go on. Even I've been there, man. I might be there right now where I feel like I want to quit, but I'm not going to willingly. You know what I'm saying? I'm not. But it's that's what this is about. So this poetry, this spoken thought is called I Confess, and this is about when we as people make bad decisions for so long, we can feel like those bad decisions have crushed us. And because we feel so crushed, we feel like, why go on? This is it. I'm over. I'm done. But there's always time to reverse that, fix it, and start over. Just because you're at the lowest doesn't mean you have to be done. It can be a rebirth. And that's what this is about. Okay, so I Confess from Chris Dixon's spoken thought book. All right. I confess, my life has been a mess. They lied when they said you get put to the test. There's several, on several different levels. I failed a few times on every different level. I'm in deep now. In my hands, there's a shovel. It's getting deeper. I'm feeling sleeper. The weight of the world on my chest, I'm getting weaker. I look to the left. I see a sneaker. I'm real low now. Like hidden dragon, crouching tiger. It seems I'm in my bed now with no food or dessert. I thought I made all the right decisions, but I guess with death, I did flirt. This is my reward for the dedication to the 9 to 5s. I did work. I live here now. or maybe planted, waiting to sprout out of the dirt. And that's, like I said, that's about, making bad decisions and living a life that you think is not. It's one about making bad decisions and those bringing you down, and two, it's about living the life that you didn't love. Working those 9 to 5s in the industry or a career or a job that you didn't necessarily like, and you put your life into that, and that became your life. So you got bad decisions, and you got working in places that wasn't happy, that didn't bring you gratification or satisfaction, and those things can have you feeling like life is over with, and you can feel like you're at your lowest, and you can feel like what to do now. And a lot of times when you're at your lowest, in a dark place, that doesn't mean it's over. That low dark place can be dirt, and you could be the seed planted in that soil, and instead of being down and out and it's over, when you're down low in that dark place, you actually have been planted. And when you think everything is over and you can't go anymore, you're actually waiting to sprout. You know what I'm saying? It's just like a plant. When you put it in the dirt, you water it for a while. It takes a minute to come up, and that's what we are, man. When you put those seeds in the ground, you water them. It takes a while for that plant to come up. That seed first, it was a part of another fruit or another vegetable. Okay. So then it was singled out by itself, and then it had to live in a dark place by itself, and it was getting rained on, getting water on its head. And it was just like, man, why does I keep getting rained on? And then eventually it sprouted. So that's what we all are. We all come from a tree. We all come from a family tree. And then eventually, we fall off that tree and we have to live our own life. And then we feel like individuals, we feel singled out. We feel like we can't go anymore. And then, but that whole time that we have been separated from the tree, we fell off, we're by ourselves, we're living our own life, we feel like we're alone. That's us being planted in that dirt. And then what happens? After we've been rained on for so long, we've been down, we've been in a dark place, we keep getting rained on, it's wet, it's uncomfortable. Eventually we sprout, it's a rebirth. And then we have our own tree. And then we still a part of the old tree, but now all of that rain and darkness, that trouble we thought we was going through, was actually giving us everything we needed to sprout, give us new life, and to branch off and make our own trees. So it is, in the end, even though we broke off that tree and then we were individuals, we were one, we were by ourselves, we were in that dark place, we were lonely, we were scared, getting rained on. That gave us what we needed to grow and multiply. You know what I mean? So just because we're by ourselves, just because we made bad decisions, just because we're lonely, just because we're getting rained on in that dark place, that doesn't mean it's over. That means you're planted, you're waiting to sprout, rebirth, and multiply. So, Spoken Thoughts, a book of poetry / spoken word. Okay, this isn't for the faint of heart. No, this is like some I don't know, I guess you could say some hood poetry type stuff, but it's not about the poetry, it's about the expression. It's about what each poem means. Like that I confess, that means something. That means bad decisions and living the wrong lifestyle can make you feel like your life is over, but it could also be that those bad decisions and wrong lifestyle put you in a place to where you're now planted, you're waiting to sprout and rebirth and multiply. Okay, so check it out. Spoken Thoughts. I confess. There are many other good poems in there as well. And maybe next Sunday I'll come back with another poem or spoken thought. Okay. So thanks for hanging out with me. My foodie family. I love you guys. Thanks for hanging with me. My daddy-os and mommy-os. Thank you for hanging with me too. All right. Tell a friend to tell a friend. Come back next time to the channel. Love, peace, and fish grease.